Welcome back to the Morning Drill. Sean joins us this morning from the Meadville Y. Sean, you were on a couple months ago, but for those who might not recognize you, introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm the Membership Marketing and Communications Coordinator for the Meadville Family YMCA. I've been there for, it's been about a year now that we're almost to January of 2020. So it's been a fun ride and looking forward to talking about some of the different programs we have to offer.
What, looking back at 2019, what kind of stands out in your mind as some key moments for you?
Well, certainly a couple of the bigger events that we had. Certainly a couple of months ago we had our Purse Bingo event. It helped raise close to $7,000 for our association, so it was really a very successful event for us. And that money gets to go right back into the community as well in forms of scholarships, program offerings, things of that nature. So that was a huge milestone for us. We had a golf outing that was very successful. The community really has just come out in support of the Meadville Family YMCA, and they've shown their support for the greater Crawford County community as well. And so thanks to a handful of those special events, a lot of people were involved in putting those together. I don't think a lot of people necessarily realize the amount of legwork or heavy lifting it takes for a special event, because they just see the few hours that it actually goes on, but there's a lot behind the scenes. And we had a lot of help from people in the Meadville community, and too many to list here, but their help was much appreciated, and the community again came out and really showed their support for us.
Looking at 2020, what excites you about going into a new year?
Well, it's always fun coming into January because we have a lot of people coming back to the YMCA. Obviously, it's a big time for New Year's resolutions, things of that nature. So we try to capitalize on that forward momentum, if you will, and try to get people through our doors. And we think people are really going to be excited about some of the different offerings we have for 2020, some of the membership specials, some of the things we're doing to get people involved, not only once they sign up for membership, but we want them to stay as well, because we know it's hard to keep that resolution. We know it's not, as easy as it sounds. Oh, I want to lose 5 to 10 pounds, or I want to be more active, in the new year. It's more than just talk or speak. You have to come in, and then we're going to be supportive of you while you're here, and hopefully that support will help take you through whatever you need to accomplish throughout the 2020 season.
I think there's a stigma of this is the way the Ys used to run, and not just Meadville, Tidesville, I mean all over.
Exactly.
Right? This is the way the Y is. But I think the Y philosophy has changed so much over the past X amount of years, decade, whatever it is. What would people be surprised if they haven't walked into the Y in years? What would surprise them?
Well, I think we've made a very strategic turn and a very positive turn to being a community-focused organization. So we're no longer just that swim and gym that your mom and your dad might have known, decades ago.
Great program, by the way.
Yes, it's a great program. Yeah, I know. We still use the tagline. I'm just saying. But it's more than just the gym. So obviously you have your workout equipment, you have your pool, you have your sauna, you have everything like that. But I think people really need to see what we do for the community in terms of, we raised over $200,000 in terms of, or actually gave out over $200,000 worth of funds, raised just over $100,000 of that ourselves. So we really give back to the community in forms of scholarships and programming. There's a lot of different things that we do throughout the community, whether it be a new program we're just starting out calling our Y Readers program, where we're going out to the community and helping kids learn how to read, because some kids, just don't have that necessary education to read properly by a certain age when they get to kindergarten or they get into grade school. So we're trying to fill that gap.
Awesome.
And that's what we're doing in the Crawford County community. Wherever they need us, we want to be there for them.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. And I'm sure for you that's quite a challenge in your job, trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to do this?
Exactly. It's tough to figure out, obviously, in terms of marketing, which demo to target once we figure out what programs we got going. But we just really want to be there to help the community at large. And we'd like to think that our doors are always open in terms of people in the community have an idea, or if they have a need, please come to the Meadville Family YMCA and we can try to work a program or try to talk to our contacts throughout the Crawford County community to see if we can help meet any need that you might have.
So maybe something that folks could do is, instead of waiting for you to get a hold of them, if they say, boy, this sounds like something we could need some help with, they could call you
exactly
and get that process going.
Yeah, they could.
At least a conversation.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to pick up the phone and call and ask, or send an email, however you really would want to communicate, that's fine. Our CEO, Tina Carter, is very open to trying new things. She's very open in the community as well. So it's something that I think we really have a good leadership team in place right now. So we're really primed to hit the ground running for 2020. So if anyone out there has ideas or needs, that they, have seen throughout their day-to-day lives in the Crawford County area, feel free to bring them up, because that's why we're here. And it's not just a workout facility. We're here to help the community, to help kids grow, to learn. There's a lot going on with the YMCA, and it's tough to go over it in like a 20-minute segment, but you really have to walk into the building and be in the buildings for a day to see what happens, whether it be how we're working with seniors, how we're teaching kids how to read or how to swim, or just being a social melting pot, if you will, for people in the community. So there's a lot of different aspects to it, and I would really encourage people to try to come into the YMCAs, because most people have, I'm a 6 a.m. workout guy, or I'm a 5 p.m. workout guy. Try to vary up the times a little bit, because you're going to see something different. You're going to see something that we do to the community that's different, or for the community that's different, whenever you come in different times.
You got some great things going on. We're going to talk about that in a second, but what do you hear from the members when they're coming in and out? What are they saying to you guys that you say, oh boy, that's fantastic, or okay, yeah, we'll take note of this and make that adjustment? Yeah,
it's certainly a bit of a split. I'm privileged enough to work the front desk every once in a while, being the membership director, so I get to be the first person they see when they walk through the doors at times. So it's just honestly saying hello to them. You think that's little, but it's actually one of the biggest things when you actually just start up a conversation. And they really like our facilities, the equipment that we have. We've been able to get some new equipment rotating through and replacing some of the old equipment that we've had, because that was a critique of theirs in the past, is that they wanted some newer equipment. So we've been able to get new equipment in, whether it be ellipticals or treadmills, things of that nature. So they've come to the desk and requested those things. So I think their view is rather positive of the YMCA, which is what we want it to be, and I think they feel like they're pretty involved in terms of not only what happens in the building, but what happens for the community at large. If Rocky can train the way he did in Rocky IV, I think it doesn't really matter what. We don't have nearly as many steps in front of our building, so you're going to have to go up and down quite a bit. Not nearly as many steps as he was going up in Philly, but we can certainly make that work for you. We have a great Jacob's ladder that does the same thing. Excellent, excellent. And you mentioned just you guys are there for young kids, youth, all the way up to seniors. There's really a lot of options and a lot of opportunities for folks to just improve their health. And it doesn't take much, does it? Just getting out and doing a little bit is better than just doing nothing. Exactly. Just getting started. That's one thing we're trying to really help prospective members out with, because we know it might be intimidating to some to walk into a gym and just start in day one. I know it's not easy because I've done it. Can they ask somebody there for help, or certainly come up with a plan to get them going? Okay. Yes, new members can get a fitness orientation, which is free to any new member. So they sit down with a member of our training staff, and they're able to go over a couple of different things in terms of, they're going to ask you what you want to get out of the membership, and they're going to show you how to do that. We also have a couple of different programs starting in 2020, whether it be our Commit to Be Fit program, where we're incentivizing miles, run on a treadmill or an elliptical, so you can get some Y gear. Members can, as long as they keep track of what they're doing on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So we'll have those cards available at our facilities as well. And we're also doing a Smart Start program that's going to be free to members, where we have a lot of different fitness classes. We offer over 100 per week, and I know that can be staggering. Over 100 per week? Yeah, over 100 per week. So I know that can be staggering to some people walking in, because they go to our Les Mills classes or our Silver Sneakers classes, Body Pump, Zumba, things like that, and they see people that have been in these courses for weeks, months, maybe even years, and so they're a little bit intimidated. But we have this new track out there, the Smart Start program, if you will, that's going to lay out how a beginner is going to be able to eventually make it to those seasoned veteran steps. So it's going to take a little while to get there, but we're going to connect them with some of our fitness instructors, and I think it's going to be a good ride for most people. I think the other thing that's important for people to understand, and there's a lot of people that are in that camp, right, of
I don't know if I can work out in front of other people.
Right.
I guarantee you, you get into one of those classes, you're going to be worried about you, and everybody else is worried about themselves, and they're not going to be looking over to see what you're doing.
No, they are not. They're going to be focused on. Sometimes it can be a tough workout as well. So
Right.
they're going to be focused
trying not
on
to cry. To be
right?
honest.
Yeah, they're trying to get through that 30 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever it may be. And then our personal fitness trainers or instructors are there to push you through it as well. So they're there not only to teach the class and instruct the class, but also to motivate you through that. So I've been part of a couple of the body pumps and the Zumbas, and our instructors are really top-notch. The way they're able to get behind our members and are able to push the right buttons, if you will, and provide that kind of support, it's really unlike anything else in Meadville.
Well, it's the holidays, and you have some great gift ideas and some things that you guys are offering.
We do. We just started up a gift card special, actually. This is the first year we are actually doing gift cards, so I thought it would be a good idea to try to bring that into our association. So through Christmas, through the holiday season, we're offering $10 in added value for every $50 spent on gift cards. Up to $250 spent on gift cards would give you an extra $50 in additional value. So if you're looking for that last-minute gift, I know I'm looking for last-minute gifts all the time. Actually, we were just talking about that before we went on the air. So I'm going to still be looking for last-minute gifts. I know other people are as well. It's really easy. We can put any amount on that gift card, and you can get that extra value, again, up to $50 in extra value.
Wow.
So you get $10 for every $50 spent on the gift card, up to $50 in extra value. So you really want to come in and grab those gift cards because they can be used for youth sports, aquatics, membership, personal training. It really runs the gamut. So if you know someone that's a Y member that loves to use our programs, or a family that loves to swim. We had a family come in yesterday, or actually a distant relative of a family member that bought $300 in gift cards, and they used them for swimming lessons for
really cool.
their nieces and nephews. So it's something that's good.
You could go to the website, maybe print out a list of all the programs you guys have, put it with the gift card, and say, here.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out.
Yeah, MeadvilleYMCA.org is going to be the website you want to go to. And yeah, you can find all that information on our website or on our Facebook page as well if you just search on Facebook for Meadville YMCA. So I try to keep that as updated as possible, especially with our events page. It will show you exactly what we have coming on, and it has all the dates and times as well.
Awesome. You got a lot of notes here.
I know, I do. I try to be as detailed as possible.
That's good. That's exciting.
I'm a little detailed oriented. We have a big special coming up, our 2020 membership special. What it is all you have to do is pay $20 down and $20 for January to join the Y. And this is an individual, this is a family, any of our membership types
Really?
it's applicable to. Correct. So basically all you have to do is you walk into the Y, you pay $40, you're good through the end of January.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. So we're pretty happy with the special. We wanted to go with the 2020 theme. So, what would be easier than adding 20 plus 20 equals 40? So we're just going to go with that. So there's just a lot the YMCA has to offer, and we really feel the price point will be able to bring some people in as well. Again, just $40 to join the YMCA, and that will take you through the end of January, and then we could take it from there, obviously, in terms of whether or not you want quarterly or monthly or things of that nature. But $40 once you walk through the door and you're a member, it's pretty darn good.
I think another big thing that people kind of get in their mind is, well, I don't know if I have time. Once you make time, you're going to find that you'll probably be adding more.
Exactly, and that's something that I can talk about with some experience, even though I've, haven't worked out as much as I've wanted to in the past, or I'm sort of on and off. But when I'm in those stretches of working out, you need to have that 30 minutes because you realize of just how good you feel afterward. You have a little bit more energy, you're more alert. It just, you notice it a lot more once you get into a routine and say I run on the elliptical for about 20 minutes every other day or something like that, and then I take it out of my schedule. You really notice the difference rather quickly.
Yeah. So again, it's just something that this is a great opportunity in January here to get in and just get started with it. And I think you're going to find that you'll start making time for yourself. And that's the other thing, right? You can join group activities. You can do it solo, but you're going to find that time you're benefiting your health in a lot of ways, physically, mentally. And of course, all the experience with you guys and the staff is, fantastic.
That's why we're there. We're there to help you reach your fitness goals. So something we talk about quite a bit with our personal training staff and our other staff throughout the YMCA is getting people started on their fitness journey, because that's really what it is. Because it's a long process, to be honest with you. It's not going to be a short-term thing that's going to get you to meet those goals that you have, in the back of your mind. But that's why we have the free fitness orientation. We have the Commit to Be Fit program. We have the Smart Start program starting up here in the new year to help you get acclimated to the facility, get acclimated to the people, the employees, so you know our faces, you know our names, so we can help push you throughout the new year, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is it something that you guys can help set those realistic goals?
Certainly.
I think sometimes you probably get people that come in and say, hey, I need to lose 20 pounds, and can we do that in a week?
Yes, yeah, that's part of the fitness orientation. Again, we have a great group of trainers that sit down with our new members that come in for that fitness orientation, and they're able to have that discussion with the members that come in and really tell them what is doable, if you will. Certain goals that some people might have are a little bit too lofty if they put a timeline on it like that.
Right.
But our trainers don't say, no, you can't get there. They say, yes, you can get there, but this is how you need to do it. And it's not going to be a 1-week process. Okay. So it's going to take some time, and they're able to lay out what you need to do.
And everybody's different.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter the type of person who walks through the door. They realize that everyone has an individual aspect to them in terms of what will work for them, whether it be a combination of diet, nutrition, exercise. We can help with a lot of different aspects of that. So each person is unique and individual, and we do a good job of working with them on a one-on-one level.
That's pretty cool. Anything else, Sean, that's coming up in the new year? You want to talk about any programs?
Yeah, certainly. We have our indoor soccer program coming up. That's going to be starting in the first week of January at our Vernon and downtown branches. We'll be having games on Saturdays, practices once a week, so that will run for 8 weeks. Something else we're really excited about, our gymnastics and Ninja Warrior program since I last talked to you.
Warrior.
Yes, I know. It's a lot of fun. We recently relocated our gymnastics center, so it's actually now in the heart of downtown Meadville, just about a block away from our downtown location at 940 Park Avenue. It's the new, it's in the old, I should say, Shops at the Bank building, so it's on the 3rd floor. We actually used to be there years ago, so we love the space so much, we actually came back. So it's a beautiful facility. We want people to come in and check it out with our Ninja Warrior program and our gymnastics program, and those new sessions also start up in the first full week of January. And also, I know it's cold outside and you don't see a lot of water out there, or I should say water without ice on top of it, but we do have that pool at our downtown Y, and our swim lessons start up again in January as well.
Can you combine the Ninja Warrior and the gymnastics?
You can take both courses.
Gymnastics?
Ninja gymnastics. We've actually we've gotten a lot of requests from adults wondering if they could do some sort of Ninja Warrior program. So, and we're trying to do our best to get the equipment in that we need for that. But that's a little bit easier said than done. I can tell you, as someone who has looked and of course watched the program on TV. It's something we're looking into, but it's going to be a tough sell.
Nice.
Because we don't want people. We know, because I've seen people, adults play pickup basketball and how hard they go in pickup basketball.
Yep.
I don't even want to know how hard they go in adult Ninja Warrior. So.
Well, it sounds like it's been an awesome 2019. 2020 is going to be just as exciting. A lot of awesome programming and community outreach going on. So, congratulations on everything,
Thank you.
Sean. There's a lot of excitement. I know you're going to keep coming back. And
Certainly. Yeah, most certainly. We're going to have you come out to Meadville as well in the near future.
Yeah, that looks. We're excited. And again, lots of locations. So if you're in Lionsville, Conneaut Lake, and you're looking to live a better health style. Contact the Y and get started. Certainly. We have 3 locations currently. We have the Meadville downtown location, which is in the heart of downtown Meadville on Chestnut Street. We have our Vernon branch on top of the hill on 322, and we have a small branch out in Cochranton as well. So we have a lot of things going on currently, a lot of balls up in the air, if you will, juggling, but it all comes together rather nicely. Sean, have a great Christmas. Thank you. You too, Luke. Happy New Year. And we'll continue with the Morning Joe right after this.